And let's move on to our next game. Is going to be Notre Dame versus Syracuse. Um, the Syracuse come in as minus 2.5 point favorites. The over/under is 47.5. Notre Dame won last week, 44-21 against UNLV. Syracuse lost last week, 27-21 against Clemson. Teats, what's your pick for this game?
Man, I'm very high on the Orange. I covered them last week in the articles on our website, bearsprofitplays.com. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I've been very high on the Qs all year long about. I'm going to take the Syracuse minus 2.5. I'm also going to slam the under. I just not feeling the Notre Dame offense being able to run against this or pass against the Syracuse defense. I also don't know if the Syracuse offense is going to generate enough points overall to be able to get the full spread of 48 points.
Hey, I like that. I like the under because I feel like it is going to be a pretty low scoring game. But I'm actually going to go with Notre Dame plus 2.5 against Syracuse. The Fighting Irish are 5-0 ATS in their last five versus an ACC team. And Notre Dame is also 10-1 ATS in their last 11 games versus a team with a winning record. So Notre Dame loves the big matchups. They're at least going to cover according to the trends.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also would like a player prop here. I'm going to go under Garrett Schrader's rushing yard, or sorry, over on his rushing yards of 52.5. Schrader has hit this number 2 games in a row, and in those 2 games, he's averaged 18.5 rushing attempts. So Syracuse loves to run the ball, especially with their quarterback and Sean Tucker. So I think that they're going to like to make this game pretty ugly, kind of like what Teats said with his under 47.5. So I'm going to go over 52.5 rushing yards for Schrader. Bear, what's your pick?
I've been wrong about this Notre Dame team since week 2 in college football. I picked them week 1 to cover against Ohio State. They obviously did it. So then I backed them for 2 straight weeks. They lost outright to Marshall. They didn't cover against Cal. Then I flipped, took North Carolina against Notre Dame. North Carolina can't stop anybody. Notre Dame offense comes out of nowhere, scores 45 points. The Fighting Irish for me are all over the place. And the one thing I know about Syracuse is that they have a really good defense and they don't lose at home. They are 4-0 this year at home, I believe. They're undefeated. They've given up only 34 points in the last 3 games, 27 of which were to Clemson last week. They had that game won against Clemson in the first half. I didn't watch it, obviously, but it
Wedding
sounded
night.
like they were dominating that first half. I'm going to put a twofer out there in this matchup. I'm going to take Syracuse money line, and I'm going to take the under 48. I think both defenses are very good, and both offenses struggle at times.
All right, I like that. So Jesse, you have Syracuse money line and under 48. It is 47.5, but I'll give you that half point.
Nah,
Um,
give me 47.5. It's it.
All right, 47.5 as well. And then Teats, you have Syracuse minus 2.5 and the under 47.5. And I'm a lone wolf in it with Notre Dame plus 2.5. So we'll see how that goes for me.